Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are when you're listening to this, and welcome to another Thought Provoker video. It's really interesting when I do these videos, it seems to me that there's a common theme that runs through the week. And we're only Wednesday and I've already got a common theme, so I thought I'd have a chat about it. If you watched the last time's Thought Provoker, it was about as soon as possible and adding those 2 words for you and really reducing stress. And this really builds on that because the conversations I've had this week have been about how do I manage everything I've got to do without feeling overwhelmed by all these to-do lists and everything else, and just making sure I follow through and complete things and get things done on time, because we seem so much at the beck and call of our email and messaging right now because we're not in offices still and we're still kind of working isolated, that it feels even more overwhelming than normal. So I wanted to share with you a time management system that I've used for many, many years that served me really, really well. And that means that I don't have to hold everything in here of what I've got to do. And I've got to remember this and I must do this, because it's all in the system itself, which is really, really helpful. Now, a lot of people have to-do lists, master to-do lists, daily to-do lists, all that kind of thing. But what this is about is having one main, what I call the mind dump list. Now, don't worry about this. I'm going to have a PDF. It's all written out. If you want it, just message me, email me, whatever way you want to contact me, and I'll send it to you. No problem. But I just want to briefly go through it now to give you an idea and see whether it feels right for you. Once you've done your mind dump, and I say do this every Friday afternoon because it prepares the week ahead, you want to take that list of everything and break it up into 3 lists and 3 columns effectively. And the first column is timely. In other words, there's a date by when you have to have this done by, and you've got to get it done by next Thursday, next Tuesday, a week Friday, whatever it is. But anything that's dated goes in there. And then there's another list, which is things that aren't dated but have to get done sooner or later. And then the third list is the wish list, which is I'd love to do that sometime, but if I don't get it done, the world is not going to end. And then on a Friday afternoon, you look at everything on list A, on the timely list, and then you look at your diary and you actually schedule in your diary time to do these tasks. So what this does is it lets your mind know that this is taken care of. Haven't got to worry about this, haven't got to fret about this, don't have to feel overwhelmed about this, because I know that next Tuesday between 11 and 12 or 11 and 1, however much time you need, that task will get done because the deadline is next Wednesday or next Thursday or whatever it is. So that really helps reduce the stress around having to do things. And it also gives you the peace of mind that you are actually going to get that done in time. Now, there's things on the B list which isn't timely yet, but you know that in 3 weeks' time you've got to do something. But there might be elements in the B list that you need to get done and put into the A list. So in other words, say you have to create a report for a month's time for a board meeting or whatever it might be. But you know you have to collate and gather information from other people for that report. Then the collating, the asking for the information goes into the A timely list to make sure you have all that information back by the time you need to create the report. And then the things that are on the B list eventually migrate to the A list because they become really timely. So you've got this flow. And then anything else that comes in that needs to be added to that list as you go forward, you can keep adding to the B or the C list, the wish list, or the I've got to get it done sometime list. So all that stress of holding all that information in your head is taken away. And the peace of mind knowing that you have a system that will make sure it gets done. Now, I'm a pen and paper girl, so I still write things in my diary, but you might have an online diary or an online time management system that manages your diary with other people. So you can put this scheduling into whatever format you want. But on Friday afternoon, you schedule the next week coming. And one of the key things is you don't schedule 100% of your time, because there's always going to be requests or things that come up that needs immediate attention. So I say schedule between 70 and 80% of your time, depending on how responsive your role is in whatever you're doing. Some people might only schedule 50% of their time. So it's a matter of if you've got then spare time, you can pull things off the list and you'd be ahead of the game kind of thing. So as I said, I've got this all written down in a PDF, and if you'd like to have a copy of it so you can adopt this system, then please do email me, message me, PM me, whatever format you're actually seeing this video in, and I can send that through to you, no problem. So I hope that helps. I think it's a really simple way. It's the way that I got my books written. It's the way that I manage when I have to write articles or do anything outside the calls that I do with clients or the retreats that I'm doing with clients. And so I think it's a really helpful way to just take all the stress out of making sure that everything that gets done. So that's it for now, and I look forward to another Thought Provoker when the theme pops into my head. And if I can help you in any way with a retreat or with some coaching to help you, support you get through whatever you're going through right now, you know where to find me. Just get in touch. All right, thank you. See you soon. Bye.